to 365 Days of Love and Miracles with A Course in Miracles. My name is Arlene Geres, and I am so glad that you are here. Please remember to listen right until the very end, because we have a special treat for you. And if you enjoyed today's video, please click like and subscribe down below, because this helps others to find us on YouTube. Today's lesson is lesson number 287. You are my goal, my Father, only you.
Before we read today's lesson, we are asked to read the section, What is the Holy Spirit? So let's do that now. The Holy Spirit mediates between illusions and the truth. Since He must bridge the gap between reality and dreams, perception leads to knowledge through the grace that God has given Him to be His gift to everyone who turns to Him for truth. Across the bridge that He provides are dreams all carried to the truth, to be dispelled before the light of knowledge. There are sights and sounds forever laid aside, and where they were perceived before, forgiveness has made possible perception's tranquil end. The goal the Holy Spirit's teaching sets is just this end of dreams, for sights and sounds must be translated from the witnesses of fear to those of love. And when this is entirely accomplished, learning has achieved the only goal it has in truth. For learning, as the Holy Spirit guides it to the outcome He perceives for it, becomes the means to go beyond itself, to be replaced by the eternal truth. If you but knew how much your Father yearns to have you recognize your sinlessness, you would not let His voice appeal in vain, nor turn away from His replacement for the fearful images and dreams you made. The Holy Spirit understands the means you made by which you would attain what is forever unattainable. And if you offer them to Him, He will employ the means you made for exile to restore your mind to where it truly is at home. From knowledge, where He has been placed by God, the Holy Spirit calls to you to let forgiveness rest upon your dreams and be restored to sanity and peace of mind. Without forgiveness will your dreams remain to terrify you, and the memory of all your Father's love will not return to signify the end of dreams has come. Accept your Father's gift. It is a call from love to love, that it be but itself. The Holy Spirit is His gift by which the quietness of heaven is restored to God's beloved Son. Would you refuse to take the function of completing God when all He wills is that you be complete? Let's talk about it.
We are only complete in God. The Holy Spirit is the bridge that carries us across when we take that final step into heaven's gate, and we accept that you are my goal, Father, only you. When we make God our only goal, when we accept that the goals of this world are only going to serve us when they fit in to the goals of being one with God, and we make God our only goal, when we do that, we will experience perfect peace, love, joy, and happiness.
Let's take a look at lesson
287. You are my goal, my Father, only you. Nothing else. Only God. Can we say that that is the truth for us? We have talked over and over again about the goals of the world, all the things that we aspire to. When I was young, I really believed that the way to love was to achieve. So much so that I decided I would get my doctorate. And if I had that kind of a title, and you had to call me doctor, that was going to somehow buy me some esteem, certainly some esteem that I needed for myself, but also I would be esteemed in the eyes of the world. And that might have been true to a certain degree, but it was not going to really fill that void inside of me, that hole in my soul. The only way that that was going to happen is if I had only one goal, and that goal was God. That is how I live my life today. Sometimes I lose it ever so slightly, but I know how to come back on track and to keep God as my center. Let's read the lesson. Where would I go but heaven? What could be a substitute for happiness? What gift could I prefer before the peace of God? What treasure would I seek and find and keep that can compare with my identity? And would I rather live with fear than with love? Well, it's really clear that we have a choice to make. Here's the choice. With happiness, peace of God as being one with God and all creation, love, or would I rather live with fear? Would I rather be in the world of the ego, seeking after the goals of this world? Is there anything that I would exchange for these incredible gifts of God? I'm convinced. I hope you are too. Let's read today's prayer. Maybe you would like to close your eyes. You are my goal, my Father. What but you could I desire to have? What way but that which leads to you could I desire to walk? And what except the memory of you could signify to me the end of dreams and futile substitutions for the truth? You are my only goal. Your child would be as you created her. What way but this could I expect to recognize myself and be at one with my identity? What are some of the goals that you have sought after? I've already talked about one of them, but there have been many more. I have chased after money, property, prestige. I have always been a very competitive person, although I'm seeing through A Course in Miracles that that doesn't serve me well. I have chased after love, acceptance, friends, always feeling like I didn't have enough, that I didn't quite fit, always worried that you wouldn't like me, that I would lose that friendship, that I would lose whatever I had. A Course in Miracles has helped me to see that my true identity is in God. And when I am truly walking in the world of the Spirit, none of those worldly things matter at all. I don't need them. I don't care if I lose them. I am absolutely at peace with whatever comes my way. All these things are counterfeit substitutes for the love, joy, peace, and happiness that comes when I walk with God. You are my goal, my Father. Only you. Thanks so much for listening right until the end, my friends. If you enjoyed today's video, please share the love, tell others about these videos, encourage them to start at lesson 1 and only do 1 lesson a day. Are you ready for our special treat?
No video can possibly do this spectacular sunset justice. It is a spectacular evening here in Canada. You are my goal, my Father. Only you.
Have a blessed day, my friends. I love you.